We all want a good body. We all want to be healthy. We all want to feel good, but so many of us can't seem to keep the food out of our mouths. We're going to talk about that today. Hey, my name is Christine, and for the next few weeks, we are going to discuss emotional eating, binge eating, mindless eating, whatever you want to call it. And I am going to share the tools with you that I myself have used over my lifetime to be able to beat that vicious cycle and to actually have a body that I like and to have a good relationship with food. If this sounds like something you want to do, along with building some confidence in your life, then consider subscribing to my channel by clicking that little subscription button below. I cannot tell you the number of times that I have struggled with going to that cupboard or that refrigerator and opening it over and over and over, hoping that that magic food will pop out at me that will satisfy those inner needs. I have binged, I have tried to purge, I have stuffed my face full of food for half of my life and have battled with the weight and the lack of confidence that comes with it. Today I'm going to share with you part 1 in a series of emotional eating on how food obsession starts. Too many of us think that there's something wrong with us or that we don't have enough willpower, and that's why we can't seem to keep the food out of our mouths and the weight off our bodies. This is not true. I'm going to share my top 3 reasons on why food obsession starts, and we are going to discuss over the next few weeks how to break it, and I am going to give you some valuable tools that I myself have used. So number 1 on how food obsession starts, it usually starts at a young age. Sometimes it starts before a person can even learn how to walk, when they need something, when a child needs love or praise or maybe guidance or just time spent with them. And if they are not given that, but they are given food, they learn at a young age that that comforts them. It could be from lack of love and comfort from a parent or loved ones, or it could be something major as abuse. Either way, we all learn in one way or the other to turn to food to comfort us. And that brings me to number 2. We learn that it's easy, right? It makes us self-reliant. It's easy to get to. It's easy to go to the fridge or to the cupboard to get that food. And very often we do it in private, right? We might, as a kid, get in trouble for eating too much or eating too many snacks. So we might go into that cupboard when mom's not looking, or we might go to the store when we're older and get our own stash of food and have that private stash. We learn how easy it is rather than deal with our issues or problems. Especially as a kid, you don't understand those things, but you understand food, you understand that it tastes good, and you understand that it comforts you because food, and certain foods especially, will release feel-good endorphins and feel-good hormones that surge through your body and give you that sense of comfort. So scientifically, it also works that way, and that's why it's so easy for food to become an addiction. Number 3 on how food obsession starts is it becomes a form of protection for us. You hear people say, oh, I feel it in my gut, or oh, he hurt my heart. So what we do subconsciously, we eat and eat and eat, and we build up a layer of fat because it feels like protection for us, whether it's subconsciously, like you have a shield over you, or whether it's on purpose, like if I'm fat, then nobody will want me anyway, so nobody will look at me so I can't get hurt. We build up that protection, and that usually starts at a young age as well. Now, like I said, usually this is subconsciously, but in our heads and in our minds, we feel like it's protecting us from those emotional or physical or mental things that have hurt us and destroyed us, because nobody wants to get hurt, right? It freaking sucks. So we want to protect ourselves. But very often, like I said, kids don't know how to protect themselves. So that's how they learn. And we carry it on into adulthood if we don't learn how to deal with it. And unfortunately, as kids, if it's not noticed or talked about or fixed by adults that understand what's going on, it continues to happen. I mean, I remember as a teenager. As a kid, you don't really notice it until unfortunately you start getting made fun of. But I remember as a teenager, I remember feeling not good enough. I remember feeling really bad about myself. But I also remember going home and desperately needing food and looking for things to eat and filling my face until I felt like I was going to puke, because I was looking to fill something or protect myself in some way, but I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why I couldn't stop eating. So healing from this isn't easy, right? It takes you going to your past and looking at the events that possibly started your emotional eating, or maybe the events that were traumatic to you as a kid, and facing them and realizing that yes, these things happened to me. We are going to discuss that along with some tools in next week's video. I hope this week's video shed some light on how food obsession starts. I hope it helped open your eyes to maybe why you do it, and to give you some hope that it can be overcome and you can heal from it. If you found this video helpful, I just ask for that thumbs up, and as always, I ask that you subscribe to this channel if you like the content you see, because every Thursday I bring you new content to help you live your best life ever. Bye.